Alright, so I just did the Mirage Arena. I had to do a thing, the one called Sinister something, where you had to verse the guy in the bucket with his, I think it was like a hammer, iron imposter or something, I forget. But he basically gives you Xehanort's report number 5? What could be wrong? But yeah, basically I had 2 of them. There was one you get in that Mirage Arena place, and then you get the last one for Terra in the Keyblade Graveyard. So, let's hop in. Oh, we're walking in from this area. Now, I believe the final cutscene before the final battle is the same for everyone. Just like this is probably the same cutscene for everyone. Just having a good look at the landscape. But I'm not going to skip it anyway.
What I do for friendship.
For the power of friendship. Still love that Keyblade turns into a D thing. Alright, Mega Potion. An Elixir. If this is basically the same area as it is for Ventus, well, I'll probably just jump past it. I've leveled as much as I want. I'm level 37. I don't want to level Terra anymore, because I'll be putting all that time into Aqua. Because as I said, I believe that 0.2 of Fragmentary Passage, which is all about Aqua, not really a spoiler, I think, but I believe your save for Aqua here can be transferred over, as in levels and things like that. Anyway, just made it out of there. That's cool.
Fire!
Fire! And I don't really need anything else special. Not sure how this final battle's gonna go, but from what I know, level 30-ish is the recommended level. And yeah, let's head into the final battle finally for Terra. Can't wait to see who he versus. It's probably Xehanort. Anyway, here we go.
I was told the Master was struck down.
Told by who? I thought the Master was the only other person there.
Yes, that's right. I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it. The Master. He tried to hurt Ben. I only fought because I wanted to protect him.
He's not lying.
But I was tricked. Xehanort set the whole thing up. Also, he could awaken the darkness inside me. You were right, Aqua. And so was the Master. I did need to be watched. I went astray. But no more.
What else is darkness but hate and rage? Xehanort is feeding the dark fires within you, making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me, how does that honor our master's memory, Terra?
Xehanort wants me and Ventus to fight. Make some kind of keyblade. But the master said we can't let that happen.
I just realized. If you do Terra's story first and you come up to this line of dialogue, you're gonna wonder, what the fuck is that symbol? Why is he saying key and not X? I love it.
And he tried to destroy me for it.
Keyblade?
I still don't know exactly what it is. But it scares me to death. Even just the thought of it.
Relax, man. We're here, and we're gonna take care of you.
Now, one question I do have, that keyblade that Ventus was holding when he was in like the dream dive thing with Ventus, was that what the keyblade's meant to, like the keyblade, the X-blade, whatever, is meant to look like? Or was that just something else? Because he said how it's not complete yet, and it seemed like he was talking about what he was holding. So I think that's what it's meant to look like. It looked like it was the fusion of multiple different keyblades anyway, which was pretty cool.
I may have to fight Ventus after all.
Oh, you do, man.
If I do, guys, I want you
The
to...
three of us can never be torn apart, alright? I'll always find a way.
Terra, just listen to him.
I'm asking you, as a friend. Just... put an end to me.
You know, you say put an end to you, but what do you mean, like bludgeon you to death? Our keyblades don't have any sharp ends, we can't just stab it through you and hope for a painless death. We literally have to bash your head in. I didn't think about that. Do you have like a knife or anything? No, why would we have that? Seriously, such a mediocre weapon. But it's quick and painless, but it's not a keyblade. Duh, Ventus, jeez.
Behold, these lifeless keys used to be full of power, united with the hearts of their masters.
I see copy and paste material. I just realized that.
Light and darkness were locked in combat. As a
That
great
one seems
Keyblade
important.
war raged, countless Keyblade wielders gave up their lives, all in search of one ultimate key. And it will soon belong to me. Keyblade!
Here we go. That was different. That one part. I remember we got a shot of the three people, of the three of them in their armor, didn't we? But no, this time it was Xehanort and Ventus that we got a shot of. I may be misremembering that. Now, if his helmet breaks off because of this, how is his inside also frozen? Like, is the armor that weak against ice?
Ben, are you okay?
Also, at first I thought he took that out of Ventus, but now I'm not so sure. Where'd he get that power from, that orb? Did he take it from Ventus? Because Vanitas is still alive. Oh, there's Mickey. Yep, that's the end of the cutscene, and then it jumped to Aqua and Ventus because we're on Ventus' side of the story. Now we're on Terra's. Seriously, man, why didn't you keep it on? They seem to be focusing on the eyes a lot lately. Is the armor not made for fighting or something? You can fight in the arena with it.
Over the unseen wall that divides darkness and light. And I was not wrong, Terra.
My friend, Ben. You tell me, Xehanort. What did you do to him?
Why, I did him a
Made him into an icicle.
The darkness inside him. Alas, poor Ventus never had the fortitude for such strenuous trials.
Xehanort!
Here we go. Oh my! I'm fighting both of them. No. No way.
Too slow.
Too slow, you say?
Too slow. Too slow. Too slow.
Yeah, can you shut up, please? Boom. What the fuck? Gotcha. Oh. Oh. That's that, I guess. He's wielding it one-handed. What a badass.
And take Aqua's life.
Oh, and that's when he hits Aqua, right? It's Dragon Ball Z now.
Powerless you are to save them. Savor that rage and despair. Let it empower you.
You will pay, Xehanort. Was my master? No. My father, Ericus, not enough for you? Leave my friends alone!
Wait, he was your father, or was that just like
That's it.
a semblance thing?
More. Let your whole heart blacken with anger.
Oh boy. Darkness. Defeat Xehanort. Here we go, boys and girls. Thunder! Oh boy. Gravity. Nope. Okay. Geo impact. Ah. Oh boy. I do have once more, so hopefully that can protect me a bit. But I'd rather not risk it, honestly.
Feel the darkness.
There we go. Maximum HP increased.
Have I truly
Shot locks is so OP.
there? You see?
Don't turn your back on him.
The Keyblade has been forged.
Ben!
Damn it. Terra.
It is time for the final union.
What the fuck?
What?
At last our moment is here. Out with the old and brittle vessel, and in with a younger, stronger new one.
Wait, what? Vessel? You mean possession?
I swore I would survive, and be there to see what awaited beyond the Keyblade War. And now it is your darkness that shall be the arc that sustains me!
What? He's dead. But he's... Life is... Is he trying to possess... Terra or something? Oh, what the hell?
This heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and also end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
His eyes are yellow. Oh. What? Okay, so that explains why the lingering wheel arm is there still. It's Terra's anger, he's darkness, right?
Your body submits, your heart succumbs. So why does your mind resist?
Oh my god, am I fighting lingering will again? No. I went through this with Kingdom Hearts 2. Please let me fight as lingering will, please. As lingering will. As lingering will. Defeat Xehanort and take back your body. Oh yeah. Here we go. So, let me just get my head around this. Before, I know this is a battle going on. So Xehanort has possessed us. The eye thing is the one that's troubling me the most. Yellow eyes. I'm going to talk more about this in the credits, but that's got my mind at the moment. Ah! It wouldn't let me dodge faster. Okay. Here we go. Again. We're finding his lingering will. This is great. Yeah, no. Yep, okay. I pressed the wrong button. I can't get close to him, it seems. I'll try again, but it seems I can't get close to him. Interesting. I'm just gonna rely on shot locks, honestly. My problem with shot locks, though, is I still need to attack him for the focus bomb. I should have enough now. Oh my god, he just healed? Stop fucking healing. Ah. If I remember right, at Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, when you talk to Lingering Will, doesn't he call you Xehanort? So Lingering Will must be left behind here and he's waiting for Xehanort to come back or something, right? God damn it. Jesus. Stop locking off him. Oh my god. Oh, he's got the darkness now, so he's using Dark Impulse. Great. I just realized he's throwing rocks at me. Okay. Wow, this fight. Wow, this fight. You know, it makes me miss Final Fantasy 13. Because at least if you died in a big, like the final boss fight, you're able to reorganize things. Oh god. I don't know how you meant to dodge that. Stop dodging my fucking shot lock. It really pisses me off. I think the one thing I really hate about the combat in this game is that there's no sliding dash. And so, I have to be very close to the enemy to be able to hit them. And so against these types of enemies that have very long combos, it annoys me that I have to do that. Okay. And the fact that the camera automatically unlocks from the enemy because I'm too far away. You're the one that made the area so big. Oh yeah, Firestorm. Almost forgot about my command styles. This battle is crazy. I don't understand. Great. Well, this gives me a chance to reload my deck.
What? Enough!
Did it! Oh boy! Oh my god! Oh my god. Fuck off, Xehanort report. Just so you guys know, at some point, I'm gonna let you guys know when it is. At some point in the recording, and I'm lucky I'm recording now because I almost thought I forgot, I actually went to bed and left my PS4 on because I pressed continue at one point, and getting through the Vanitas and Xehanort and then the Xehanort fight was a little annoying. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to go through that again. I'm just going to leave my PS4 in rest mode and go to bed. And I did that. And I finally bet. I woke up like maybe 20 minutes ago and just went straight to it. Oh, that was annoying. That was fucking awesome though. Oh. Cape. But he doesn't know how to get his body back, does he? He's just a shell. This is actually painful. Like, just what's going on, imagining it. Oh god. Terra's lost his body, Ventus is basically gone. Don't know what's going on with Aqua, fucking hell. And we sealed away the Kingdom Hearts. I guess the good point is we did stop Xehanort from getting what he wanted with the Kingdom Hearts. But jeez, Terra.
Aqua. Ven. One day, I will set this right.
That's where you're gonna leave it? Oh god. That's painful. I feel so bad for Terra now. Like, I won't lie, he was like a little bit of a, not a douche, but it's like, he didn't think a lot, I think. Like, obviously he was new to the world, he didn't know right from wrong, and even though the villains are meant to look like villains, so Disney can't exactly change their villains to make them look like normal people, giving more reasons as to why people trust them, obviously they can't do that. But, and so I understand why Terra trusts people like Maleficent and Hook, because they're the first ones he meets. But I feel like that there are some cases where he could have chosen something else. But in the end, he was a very good guy. Everything he did was in the name of light. And I respect that of him. By the way, if you want an example of what I mean by he could have chosen something differently, Hook's world, Neverland. They say the chest is full of light. Two things. One, how can light be contained in that chest? I'm sorry, that's an obvious question I would have asked. Two, I would have checked inside the chest. Now you may wonder, what if the light escapes? What if the light escapes? So what? Light is everywhere. That's basically the premise, right? I don't understand why Terra wouldn't have done those two things. But, yeah, I feel bad for Terra. I really feel bad for Terra right now. His voice actor wasn't that great, I do admit that. But I don't really care about voice actors half the time. As long as the voice actor doesn't have like a recording of their voice that's all distorted and stuff, I don't care. In fact, I just see it as part of the acting, honestly. Terra's probably just that type of character. It's not that the voice actor's bad, I just think that's how Terra as a character is meant to be. Could be wrong, but I see it as that. Yeah, one thing I wanted to talk about before these credits end, and we go into Aqua, and I start talking about the game a little bit more. I wanted to talk about the eyes. So, Xehanort himself has yellow eyes, and when he quote-unquote possessed Terra, Terra got yellow eyes. So that makes me think, okay, so anyone who is being controlled, because we now know that Xehanort's able to control people somehow, though it seems like he needs Kingdom Hearts open to do it, or it had something to do with Ventus as well. He didn't do it until Ventus and Vanitas became one. So maybe it has something to do with Ventus being whole? I don't know. I'll have to... I'm not even going to try theorizing how it works. It will probably explain it later in games, or in Kingdom Hearts 3 if it hasn't already been explained. But one thing I do have a question with, Braig had yellow eyes in Ventus' story. Well, not Ventus' story, at the end on Ventus' story. So technically, yeah, Ventus' story. That just really confuses me. Is Braig in some way controlled by Xehanort? But Xehanort didn't take over his body because the real Xehanort, the old Xehanort, well, we don't know if that's the real Xehanort. Now that we know he can possess bodies, that body could just be another body for all we know. But yeah. I wonder what's up with Braig then. Although that is pretty funny because Braig was possessed by Xehanort, and I assume he turned into a nobody while possessed by Xehanort. And the head of the organization is Xehanort's nobody, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm not going to think too deep into this because it's not worth it. I don't have all the answers yet, but Xehanort can possess people. Cool. This game's just going to get much worse, isn't it? So let's add this up. Terra is basically lingering will now. Terra's body is in control by an old man who wants to bring light and darkness to balance. Ventus is like, his whole body and heart is supposedly gone, and he's in someone else's heart. I think that heart is Sora. Because in my mind, it hasn't been explained yet, but I'm gonna go down the route that just because someone is a certain age doesn't mean their heart is something else. Doesn't mean their heart's the same thing. So the only reason I can believe that Vanitas looked like Sora is if Ventus looked like Ventus was connected to Sora. And how could he be connected to Sora? It hit me while going through Terra's story. During the start of the game, which was after Vanitas was born and Ventus became an empty shell, he had a conversation saying he was going to fuse his hearts with someone. What if that heart was Sora? He was on Destiny Islands at that time. What if that heart was Sora's heart? It wasn't Sora talking to him, it was Sora's heart talking to him. His heart is much more wise because it's part of the light, I'm guessing, or something like that, I don't know. And so maybe Vanitas was affected by that. Maybe it's like, oh, my real self is now connected to someone else, I'm going to become that someone else. Maybe. And that's why Ventus realizes where he is at the end of Ventus' story. He realizes he's in his heart, Sora's heart most likely. So I think that's what's going on. I hope. Because if it isn't, I'm not sure how he's connected to Sora. Oh, my head is like... I think it's more sleepiness, but still. Anyway. It's time for Aqua. It's time for Aqua's story. And supposedly this is like... Probably not the... Like, she's not the strongest. She's like weak in her strong moves, but she has good magic and stuff. It'll give me a chance to rely on magic more than anything. But supposedly, I think hers is one of the saddest. I really hope it isn't. But yeah, let's hop into it.